Hi, I'm John, and in today's video I will show you 10 foods that diabetics should eat daily to reverse their disease. Welcome to Diabetes Free, the place where you get advice, motivation and inspiration for a happy and healthy life. Of course, diabetes free. I completely understand how having diabetes can make you feel on a daily basis. Probably you are concerned with not being able to lose weight, which the medicine seems to put on and keep on. Maybe you are feeling anxious or frustrated for not being able to effectively treat your type 2 diabetes despite all your efforts. Or simply you are tired of pricking your fingers with painful and expensive needles every day. In today's video I will show you 10 foods that can be game changer for diabetics. But before that, if you want to see more videos about how to reverse type 2 diabetes, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and tick the notification bell. I also have in the description my free PDF with 7 tips to make your life instantly better as a diabetic. Adopting a healthy, mindful and nutrient-rich diet comprising wholesome meals and healthy, fresh produce is essential for aiding patients who are suffering from type 2 diabetes. Moreover, there are certain foods that not only aid in controlling diabetic symptoms, but actually aid in improving our condition and boosting a stronger immunity for sound bodily and mental health. Researchers have highlighted the benefits of several superfoods that appear to improve the condition of diabetic patients along with reducing the risk factors to provide effective preventive care. I've picked out 10 powerful superfoods that you must add to your diabetes control diet. 1. Blueberries. Consuming these tiny little sweetness-packed treats is the best way to obtain a powerful density of multiple essential nutrients and some of your daily carbs. Research reveals that consuming blueberries, along with other berries, regularly aids in improving insulin sensitivity and eliminating the symptoms of diabetes. Basically, an improvement in insulin sensitivity indicates that our cells are much receptive towards the insulin generated by our own body. Researchers also believe that berries are loaded with protective phytochemicals that boost powerful anti-inflammatory properties, which aid in cutting down the cardiovascular risk factors that are commonly associated with type 2 diabetes. 2. Oranges. Research reveals that consuming citrus fruits, such as oranges, clementines and grapefruits, aid in stabilizing both cholesterol and blood sugar levels to provide long-term relief due to their potent anti-inflammatory profiles. Moreover, they are incredibly rich in a powerful anti-inflammatory compound, known as hesperidin, along with boosting a potent dose of soluble fiber. Further research reveals that consuming the whole fruit instead of making a fruit juice is much more effective at reducing the risk factors that lead to the development of type 2 diabetes. 3. Chickpeas. Chickpeas, along with lentils and beans, are extremely popular for their powerful nutrient density and being extremely low on the glycemic index, which makes them an essential ingredient for any and every diabetes-controlling diet. Recent research reveals that consuming legumes regularly not only boosts the health but also packs up countless therapeutic benefits. Another study attempted to examine the benefits of consuming legumes for patients suffering with diabetes by giving them 1 cup of legumes every day to monitor their carbohydrate consumption for a period of 3 months. The results revealed that the daily legume eaters experienced significant reductions in their hemoglobin A1C values along with marked reductions in their blood pressure levels, as opposed to the other participants in the study. 4. Dark chocolate. If you're a hardcore dark chocolate lover, here's some amazing news for you. This decadently sweet treat can actually aid in improving your glucose control. Several researchers have highlighted the fact that consuming mindful portions of high-quality dark chocolate, with at least 70% or more cocoa concentration regularly, can actually aid in reducing fasting insulin levels and normalizing blood pressure levels. Research reveals that dark chocolate boosts all these benefits, due to its rich concentration of powerful compounds, known as protective polyphenols. It is highly advisable to substitute all your sugar cravings with low-sugar dark chocolate, instead of other sugar-loaded carbs that contain nothing but empty calories and sugar. High-quality dark chocolate can help you satisfy your sugar cravings, along with promoting healthier glucose levels. However, be sure to discuss these dietary changes with your doctor or nutritionist. 5. Plant-based meals. Research reveals that vegetarians are at a much lower risk of suffering from type 2 diabetes, due to their greater concentration of essential nutrients, and having significantly lower BMIs. A recent study attempted to study the benefits of a high nutrient density diet, mainly consisting of fruits, legumes, vegetables and nuts, and eliminating all kinds of meats, on diabetic patients. After consuming a high nutrient density diet for a prolonged period of 7 months, the participants experienced marked reductions in their blood pressure, triglycerides and A1C levels, along with significant increases in their good, or HDL cholesterol levels, and a whopping 62% of the participants managed to normalize their blood glucose levels as well. 6. Olive oil. Experts believe that substituting trans fats and saturated fats with healthier unsaturated fats is highly essential for every single person. However, if you are diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, the fats you consume play a powerful role in regulating your health and blood sugar levels. You see, diabetes is directly linked with increased risk factors of heart disease and heart strokes. Therefore, it is essential for diabetic patients to effectively manage their weight, maintain an active lifestyle, and closely monitor their glucose levels with the help of a healthy diet. Heart-healing fats and healthy oils are extremely essential fat contributors for an effective blood sugar regulating diet. Research reveals consuming extra virgin olive oil does not only aid in reducing the risk factors of diabetes, but also it aids in improving the glucose usage of our cells due to its potently powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. It is highly advisable to use olive oil for all your cooking and garnishing purposes. You can even add it to your salad dressings, cold water fish, seeds, and even avocado sauces. 7. Green vegetables. Increased consumption of leafy green and non-starchy veggies aids in regulating blood sugar levels due to their extraordinarily rich concentration of essential nutrients. A study attempted to examine these benefits by giving diabetic patients above the age of 65 a diet rich in green vegetables. The results revealed a marked reduction in their cardiovascular risk factors, along with reducing the levels of A1C. Researchers believe that green vegetables are capable of providing these beneficial effects because of their powerful nutrient density. They deliver powerful doses of vitamins A, C and E along with magnesium and other minerals, which are directly linked with a greater glycemic control. It's highly advisable to replace all your carb-loaded meals with nutrient-rich vegetables. In order to experience best results, be sure to consume at least 200 grams of vegetables every day, of which at least 70 grams must come from leafy green vegetables. 8. Nuts and peanut butter. A recent study revealed that consuming 5 servings of nuts every week can bring about a marked reduction in the risk factors of heart disease and stroke amongst women suffering from type 2 diabetes. If you aren't a big fan of nuts, you can even pick out tasty homemade nut butters, for research reveals that a 1-ounce serving of nuts is equivalent to 1 tablespoon of nut butter. Another study revealed that consuming 2 ounces of mixed nuts every day, instead of heavy carbohydrates, aided diabetic patients in controlling their blood sugar levels and improving blood lipids. It is highly advisable to pick out walnuts, homemade peanut butter or almonds instead of snacks, and packaged foods loaded with refined carbohydrates. Just be sure to devour mindful portion sizes, and steer clear of salted nut varieties. 9. Probiotics. The mechanisms of probiotics have become increasingly popular in regulating blood sugar levels, and several researchers have highlighted the beneficial effects of consuming good bacteria in order to maintain effective glucose regulation. Some studies highlight the benefits of consuming probiotics with an increased consumption of yogurt, while others focus on several different sources of probiotic consumption. Most of the scientific evidence in this regard reveals that consuming foods that are rich in probiotics, such as yogurt, aids in bringing about marked improvements in glucose levels and A1C with regular consumption. Keep in mind that you will have to consume probiotics for more than 8 weeks regularly in order to reap beneficial results. 10. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is a scintillatingly sweet spice that aids in increasing insulin sensitivity, which helps in normalizing and lowering blood sugar levels. Researchers are still attempting to determine the exact mechanism and recommended dosage that allows cinnamon to provide these benefits. However, the research available highlights that cinnamon is capable of controlling and lowering blood glucose level on a daily basis to provide long-term relief. The best part is, this savory spice has no side effects whatsoever, and it will give your desserts and casseroles a flavorful taste. You can sprinkle it over your snacks as well, such as nut butters, oatmeal, fruit salads, smoothies and yogurt. If you want to learn more, click on the link in the description and download the free PDF with my best tips for people with type 2 diabetes. With this guide, you'll never have to worry ever again about being overwhelmed by the daily care and vigilance the disease requires. So click on the link in the description now to get your free download. If you want to watch more videos on how to reverse type 2 diabetes, make sure to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.